Hey everybody, I'm back, and I have to apologize for the lack of updates recently, but the laptop that I've been using to record my video is no more. It is an X laptop. It has ceased to be. So that has meant now that I need to utilize my desktop system to record, which normally my desktop system is reserved for just editing. But now I'm recording with it, which means that I have to drag it all out to the shop in order to do this. And then if I need the camera to be anywhere in particular, at the moment anyway, that's not working so well. But I think I can use this as yet another sign that I need to get that camera that I've been wanting to get for doing my videos. In the meantime, why don't I show you what I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. So, in case you haven't guessed right off, this is yet another set of Doom miniatures. And the client liked the last batch, so we're doing them just as we did that batch. Interesting thing to note here about these miniatures is that they have become available once again. So if you found yourself wishing that you could get a set of miniatures like these, it is now possible by going to the Bethesda Softworks site and you should be able to find it. They are looks like they're being cast from the original molds by Reaper, and I think there's something like $200 a set, which, you know, considering how much the getting them on eBay has run, that's not too bad. And you get essentially everything that you see, with the exception of you only get one of the Barons, not this guy, but these guys that I've painted up 2 versions of, you only get one of those. But otherwise, you get all of the minis. The only other weird thing about this set is this one in particular seems to have a much flatter head, or brain, I guess you might say. But otherwise, it's these minis, and they're done in sort of a finished pewter look. Or you could have them painted by somebody, perhaps me. Anyway, so that's this project. I can already see a couple of things I need to touch up before we call this completely done. But otherwise, this is done. But let me show you the other project I've been working on. Alright, so this is a little bit different project. These are the miniatures from Fury of Dracula, which is a game produced by Fantasy Flight Games. I don't believe it's currently available, but this was just a small project. And the minis themselves are a little bit on the smaller side. I would actually call these true 25s, or maybe even largish 20mm minis. I really like Van Helsing. He looks quite cool. And there is Dracula. It was kind of fun to do the kind of classic colors for Dracula. He's got a bit of green in his flesh tone that gives him that kind of undead look. The detail on the minis isn't bad. It was a little bit of a trick trying to kind of really bring out the essence of the characters here in what is not quite as nice a set of minis as I'm used to. But they're pretty cool. And of course, I've been working on some stuff for myself, building up some War Games Factory World War II 28mm Germans, and some Retribution of Syra miniatures for War Machine. Again, strictly for myself. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to do a review of the War Games Factory minis because they were surprising. But that's going to be it for right now because, well, I'm not painting anything right now. And I was having such a hard time actually wrangling the camera today that I just couldn't bring myself to interrupt my workflow in order to get any in-progress video done. So that's going to have to wait until my next project. And speaking of projects, I am pretty much clear at the moment of contract work. So if you were thinking that you might want me to do something, but you're afraid that you were going to end up sitting in a really long queue, which was pretty much all of my last year, that is not the case at the moment. I do have at least one large project looming. I'm just waiting to hear back, and it would be something a little different. I actually have another project that is something quite the same. Well, two projects that would kind of duplicate other videos that I've done in terms of projects, but I don't know how likely they are at the moment. But one that is heating up is quite different. It would actually have me doing more modeling than painting, or maybe equal amounts of both. No, it would be more modeling than painting. And that one I actually I wouldn't be able to show the video until sometime next year. So, but that's going to be it for now. And thanks for watching, and thanks for continuing to watch. And although this video might not have been one of my most interesting, most of the time they are more interesting than this. So still consider whether or not you are currently subscribed, because if you do subscribe, well, you'll have a better shot of seeing more of my videos in the future, and not forgetting that I exist. And if you liked this video, you know, there may be one or two of you. Go ahead and like the video. And that's it. I will talk to you later.